Hello, everybody. My name is Coach Shane, and welcome to Easy English Expressions. You and me every day. Come on, let's master English. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Daily Easy English Expression. Thank you so much for downloading this podcast. It means so much to me. Today's sponsor is, this is a tough name for me, Kuniyasu Kanemaru. I think that pronunciation is okay. Professor Kuni in Japan, thank you so much for sponsoring this podcast. Now, today's expression is excellent. It is to keep me, or somebody, on my toes. You keep me on my toes. Well, what does this mean? To keep means to continue doing something, to continue having something be done. Okay, he keeps calling me. He continues to call me. I keep sneezing. I continue to sneeze. I continue to sneeze. On my toes. Well, you know, you have your legs, and then your feet, and then your toes. Most people have 5 toes. I have 10 toes. Yeah, 5 toes on each foot. So, think about this. Think about the Summer Olympics and imagine the 100-meter race. Okay? So before the race, all the guys, and of course the ladies too, but in the men's race, all the guys are standing around, and then the organizer says, "On your marks, get set." And they start running. So, on your marks means go to your position, get into your proper position. On your marks, get set. Get set. Now, this is where the runners get on their toes. Okay? They're on the front part of their foot, their toes, and actually right behind the toes too. And the idea is when they're standing like that, they are ready to go. They are very alert. They're paying attention. They're ready to move. So if you are on your toes, you are ready to move. You are paying attention. Do you understand? It's a great expression. So, for example, at the office, if your boss is really angry, you better keep on your toes. You better stay on your toes. Be alert. Be careful. Be sharp. Don't make any mistakes, or your boss might be angry at you. Do you understand? Okay, so let's check out a dialogue. Your spelling is wrong. Where? Here, you wrote practice, Practise, but it should be Practice. Oh, thanks for keeping me on my toes. There you go. So this guy was being kept on his toes. His friend or coworker was showing him that he made a mistake, so he must be very careful in the future. He's going to be alert. He's not going to make that mistake again. Now, you guys keep me on my toes. Sometimes I get some really difficult questions. Can you explain this or explain the pronunciation here? So I need to do some research. I need to study. Just because I'm a native English speaker does not mean I know the answer to everything. Of course not. So thanks to you guys, you keep me on my toes. I'm always alert. I'm always ready. I'm always paying attention, and I'm ready to go. I hope you understand the expression. It's a good one. Go to Google. Do a search. Keep me on my toes. Keep him on his toes. Keep her on her toes. And see what kinds of examples you can find. Let's listen 2 more times. Your spelling is wrong.
Where?
Here. You wrote practice. Practise. But it should be Practice.
Oh, thanks for keeping me on my toes.
Your spelling is wrong.
Where?
Here. You wrote practice. Practice. But it should be Practice.
Oh, thanks for keeping me on my toes.
All right, everybody, that is the end of today's podcast. Thank you so much for listening and downloading the podcast. Please do me a favor. If you're listening on iTunes or if you get the podcast through iTunes, please leave a rating.
5 stars
Is wonderful. And if you can, please leave a comment. This is a very important time for this podcast, and the more people that listen, the happier I am. That's, why I'm here. I'm here to help you guys learn English, and I want to give you guys more opportunities. So if you can help me by telling your friends, by sharing the podcast on Twitter and Facebook and everywhere else, that would be so wonderful. And don't forget, if you have an Android phone or a tablet, you can go to Google Play and in the apps section, get our podcast app. It's called Let's Master English Podcast. It's a red microphone, and right now, it might just be working for the Let's Master English podcast. But in the future, we'll have an update, and this podcast will work there too. Thank you so much, guys. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, and don't forget, let's master English!